Test 1, 2, 3. That would be a problem. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test. Why don't you test it? I hear nothing. Test 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. Test. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1. Test 1, 2, 3. That's the microphone. Test 1, 2, 3. Test. Can you hear me down there?
Oh, everything's perfect down there. You're on your own until I get this fixed. You're rolling right now. You're on.
Test 1, 2, 3. Nothing. All right, everybody that's rolling on the internet on ToledoSportsNetwork.com. I'm Norm Wamer. We're trying to work out a few audio technical problems. Hopefully Mike Jameson will be able to join me coming up a little bit later on. We are at Woodmoor High School for tonight's game as the Woodmoor Wildcats hosting the Genoa Comets. No secrets about the Comets, ranked number 1 in the state in Division 5, 6-0 on the season, 3-0 inside league play. Winners last week over Elmwood, 48-14. They won in the league against Lake Otsego and Elmwood. Every game since opening week when they beat Bishop Reedy, 28-0, they have scored 34 or more points. No secret about how good the Genoa Comets are. For Woodmoor, a lot of problems going into this game. They come into the game 0-6, 0-3 in league play. Lost last week to Otsego 45-21, which was actually their biggest offensive output of the season. But since then, they have lost their starting quarterback, and they're also their top 2 running backs and an offensive lineman. The quarterback they are playing tonight has no varsity experience. It's going to be Woodmoor to kick things off here tonight. Andrew Behringer will kick this away. And he will be going from left to right as we're looking at things. And a little bit of a breeze tonight, but I don't think it's going to be much of a factor at all. So Behringer to kick things off. And we are underway. Got to squiv it, and it's going to be covered near the 40-yard line. So that's where the Comets will set up 1st and 10. And Jacob Plants, who's trotting out, will be the starting quarterback. And in the backfield, Jacob Bradfield, number 6, along with Daniel Novotny, number 36. Andrew Bench, number 3, going to line up at tight end. They're going to start with a tight formation. 1st and 10 from their own 40. And this is Novotny. Novotny will pick up about 5. He's going to stretch to the 45.
Are you getting me, Norm?
For Woodmoor, I was told a lot of JV players will play tonight. There'll be a lot of players without a lot of experience. And obviously they will want to try to keep things in front of them. Maybe even try to force a turnover. This is Bradfield going right and slipped and fell. Obviously the field a little slick as it rained most of the afternoon. Bradfield's going to lose a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Comets.
Norm, can you finally hear me? I'll take that as a no.
And it would be a wonderful way for Woodmoor to start things off here by getting a 3 and out.
Norm, you getting me yet?
There's such a size difference up front. Plants out of the gun. Back to throw, looking left, got a man, it's complete. Shook a tackle inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. And that, of course, is Nathan Lewis. Gain of 19. Not anything real complicated. Quick hitter found a seam. So first down for Genoa. They're at the Woodmoor 37, first drive of the game. Tight formation again. Hand off Novotny up the middle. Novotny will drive to near the 30-yard line. And we'll give him a gain of 7. You'll often see Novotny tonight that will drive into the line. You may lose sight of him and then see the whole pile move. We'll call it the 30. It's just inside the 30-yard line. So it'll be second down and a short 3. Plants, rolls right, gonna throw. Got a man, touchdown. Andrew Bench. Nice play action fake by Jacob Plants. And you had Bench in the open. Not anything real complicated. Old ghost of the post is what it looked like. His Plants hits Bench. Bench just basically went downfield and then an out pattern toward the corner of the end zone. Whip for the extra point. It is good. So with 9:40 to go first quarter, it is Genoa 7, Woodmoor nothing, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Genoa Bank helped finance my great-grandfather's farm equipment.
Genoa Bank helped my grandfather with a small business loan.
My parents' home loan was from Genoa Bank.
And I manage my free checking account online with Genoa Bank.
Since 1902, Genoa Bank has helped generations of families. Many things have changed over the years, but our commitment to our customers has not. We care about their needs and the good of our community. At Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally. Stop by any of our 8 locations today.
Back we are, and Genoa to kick off. 7-0 lead for the Comets over the Wildcats. Witt to kick off. We'll get into a little more into the situation on the Woodmoor side as we go along here. That kick going to be taken down near the 10-yard line. He faked the reverse and now got some running room. 40 and down near the 44-yard line. Tayton Rollins on the return. 6'3", 170-pound senior. So it's going to give Woodmoor very good field position. Oh, we do have a flag on the play. And this one's going to come back. Holding on the Wildcats. And that penalty it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And the spot of the foul was about the 25-yard line. So unfortunately, Woodmoor will start off 1st and 10 at their own 15. Evan Hensel is the quarterback. He is a sophomore, and this is his first varsity snap. It was down on the turf. He got it, picked it up, gave it off to Nate Flieger, number 24, but I think he lost about a yard. Woodmoor obviously cannot afford any turnovers here tonight if they're going to hang in this football game. Hensel in under center once again on 2nd and 11. Hensel going to keep it himself. He's across the 15 out near the 18-yard line. Nope. They'll call it the 17-yard line. 3-yard gain for Hensel. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Once again, Woodmoor without their starting quarterback, their top 2 running backs. Got a wing T formation here on 3rd down and 8. Handoff right side that time. Ball ended up on the turf, and the Comets came up with it. I believe that was number 50. Antonio Quinzada on the recovery. So it's a 2-yard loss. They turn the ball over on the fumble. And Genoa 1st and 10 at the Woodmoor 15. Tight formation again, plants in under center. We'll hand it off to Novotny. Novotny right side, broke a tackle inside the 10 and down near the 7-yard line. And they'll mark it at the 8, give him a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 8-yard line. 7-0 Genoa with the lead. 7:42 to go, first quarter. Same formation. Bradfield in motion. Novotny will get the call, though. And Novotny very close to a first down near the 5-yard line. I'm going to say he is just short.
Something that has never been said to me, Norm.
Well, it's nice to have you back.
It's always that one little button we overlook. You know what I mean? That little dinky black button. That's all it is. That's all it ever is. So happy to be working with you, buddy.
Same here. We got 3rd and less than a yard for the Comets. You know Novotny's going to get the call. He does. And into the end zone touchdown.
You know, Norm, you said it. I was listening to you as we were getting this little problem. There's a lot of JVs out there tonight, and it's a really good thing for Woodmoor, but it's also going to be, you're going to be seeing a lot of rut-row tonight.
Yeah, now that I got you back, we'll be able to discuss that a little bit. I had a nice chat with the athletic director this afternoon. And we've seen public schools in this type of situation before.
Yep.
Here's Witt for the extra point. It is up, and it hit the upright. It's no good. Genoa will remain on top 13-0, and we'll be back here on the Toledo Sports Network.
When you hear a sound system from TAS Electronics, you've just got to move.
TAS Electronics, it's hot.
Well, 13-0 is our score right now. Genoa on top of Woodmore early in the first quarter. Norm, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, it's like we expected, and had a nice chat with the athletic director, and they understand that the situation they're in too. Three of their best players left the district to go play for Central Catholic. Not to mention, I think Andrew Bench is also from this school district, and you take in their Division 6, you take 4 really good athletes out of the mix, and it's going to change things dramatically. And Tatum with the return, now across the 40 to 45, dodging traffic into Genoa territory, all the way down to the 46-yard line, Tatum Rollins.
Well, that's just a carbon copy of what we saw on the last kickoff, except we don't have the penalty bringing it back right now. He's able to follow it looks really good following his blockers, and you see him looking around to see if he could find some more holes. Great job.
So you compound that situation with those 4 athletes that are no longer playing in the district. You lose your quarterback, your top 2 running backs. You lost an offensive lineman this week. And now quite frankly, it's a lot of JV kids that are playing tonight.
Yeah, and you're playing Genoa that week. How's that for a...
it never fails, Mike. It never fails. So Hensel in under center at quarterback. And back to throw. The lefty going to throw and incomplete. He was looking for Andrew Behringer out in the left flat. And I mentioned too, Mike, that he had not taken a varsity snap before this game. So it's going to take him a little while to start feeling comfortable, if he does feel comfortable tonight.
And am I mistaken? He's a lefty?
He is a lefty.
Okay, that can be a good thing, and it can be a bad thing for him too. And Genoa hasn't faced a lot of left-handed quarterbacks yet this year, so we'll see just where they're going.
But it can change everything you do offensively at the same time.
Yep.
So fumble.
Fumble.
Genoa got it. Once again, same player, number 50, that jumped on the football, and that's Antonio Quezada.
That's some nerves you were talking about, Norm. That's exactly what it is. And, they're breathing a little heavy right now, and they're trying instead of just playing football. Hey, well, we got a second. IBEW Local 8, UA Local 50 in the Pipe Fitters, TAS Electronics, of course, Maumee Bay Turf, Gem Industries, and Arturos Pizza. Genoa Bank, Benches, Greenhouse, thank you so much for being with us.
Well, already Caleb George comes in at quarterback. And the handoff is to Bradfield around the outside. Bradfield trying to get around the corner, not able to do so, knocked out of bounds at the 49.
Talking to a couple of the parents tonight, they're like, it's a big passing situation normally when Caleb comes in. And, of course, that's because Plants is such a good target, and it works out good when you split them. But if they could get Caleb running a little bit, because he's a very good running quarterback, and we saw that a lot last year.
Yeah, Plants is over on the sidelines at this point, and I'm sure you'll see quite a bit of the roster, if not the whole roster, playing tonight.
As well it should be.
So second down and 8. There's the pitch to Novotny.
Oh.
Down to about the 43-yard line, a gain of 6. And, Mike, it's just such a size mismatch.
Oh, when you see the kid hit him, you lose your breath. It's like, oh, my goodness gracious.
Because you look up front for Woodmoor, Tristan Tracy on the line at 6 foot, 190 pounds. Nate Flager, who's running back, 5'11", 230 on the line, and you know how big Genoa's offensive line is. Novotny again. First down and more to the 30-yard line.
Basically, too, this is a game that Novotny needed because Novotny got hurt, a rib damage there, and I think it was the second or third game, and ever since that game, he's kind of been a step off. He's getting his 60, 70 yards a game, but he's not getting that 120, 140 that he got the first 2 or 3 games.
So first and 10, Comets at the Woodmoor 30-yard line. And McGeorge to throw. Looking downfield, incomplete. Looking for bench. Good defensive play.
Yep. Got him in the air, too.
That's number 23, Tyler Lind, on the coverage.
Hey, and hopefully before the night's over, we'll have some DeStasio's Pizza here for you, since we're in Elmore tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and he said he's going to work with me a little bit here because the big thick pizza is not really good for me. If anybody's listening that knows I'm diabetic, he's got it's called an ultra thin pizza, and we might be partaking in one of them before the night's over. Great pizza though.
I'm in. 2nd and 10. Throw by McGeorge, well over the head of Andrew Bench, incomplete.
I'm not going to be a soothsayer here, but it's probably a good idea he threw that ball up there because that lineman that back that came up, he could have intercepted that.
You know my motto: if it's free, it's for me. I'll have 3. 3rd down.
I know you. God, do I know you.
3rd and 10. Well, once you get over being bashful about it.
Yeah, this is true.
McGeorge to throw. Throws on the run.
Nice.
Sliding catch. Should be enough for the 1st down. And that's Bradfield on the reception.
You know, something you've seen a lot different this year with Genoa is the fact that they're running these little crossing routes, and they're really, really using and utilizing those crossing routes, which what happens then the long ball is going to start coming in as we get in the 2nd quarter and beyond.
Well, Bradfield knew exactly what he needed for the 1st down, and he got it by about the length of a football. Just inside the 20-yard line. And play action, going to throw it in the end zone, incomplete. Under a whole lot of pressure. Number 63, Mike Barazek.
Robert Robinson, our hole-in-one devotee, cohorts in crime on Saturday mornings, just texted me and he said, "Do they have pizza with cauliflower?" What? I mean, why? Why? Why even try, right?
If I find out my pizza's got cauliflower in it, somebody's going to pay. Here's Bradfield on the inside and then cuts it back to the outside. Can he get to the corner of the end zone? Not quite.
You know, we talk about Bradfield on the basketball court, at least I do, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to hear me during a football game. But I'll tell you, the one thing about him is his ability to slide the tackles. And he's able to just sneak his way through, and he makes these little things and turns them into 8-9 yard gains, and that's how you win football games.
Now this one a gain of 19 yards, so it's now 1st and goal at the 1, and I got a pretty good idea who's going to get the ball here.
Yeah, I'm already working on the scoreboard on that one there, Norm. Boom.
Oh, it's not Novotny.
All right, Mr. Bradfield.
It's Bradfield behind the block of Novotny for the touchdown.
Well, you talk Genoa football, and we've always talked Genoa football. It's always been the run. It's always been the run. Last week, they changed everything up, and I think Jake had over 250 yards passing in the first half. And it was really nice to see that and utilize these kids that are able to catch the ball. But when it just comes down to it, let's face it, they got the boys that eat the really good roast beef, and that's what happens.
Well, what you got to do in a game like this, you got to come and you got to take care of business.
Yep.
You know, get your lead. And we got a flag up front, so we'll do this again. But, you know, you get your lead, you get your starters out of there, you keep them healthy, you get everybody playing time. Because you don't know down the stretch who might get injured. Somebody's going to get hurt. It always happens.
Well, look at Woodmoor tonight. They lost their starting defensive. Was it tackle or
one of the linemen.
One of the linemen. And look at Rossford. You know, with Kromenecker going out. I mean, you know, case in point, we did volleyball this weekend, and a girl from Lake ran up to the net to kind of talk about a call that she had done. And she landed funny and tore her ACL. Wow. And she's one of the star players on the Lake girls volleyball team. Yeah, it's just you never know.
Well, now we got it flag again.
Yeah, I think they're coming in early on that one.
Well, you know, the injury that Plants had last year. I
exactly.
mean,
and
things
no
just
one hit
happen.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
No one hit him. It's amazing. I think, and Norm, you and I have talked about this many a times, the amount of stress that these kids are putting on their bodies and going about it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year long. And, when you see these kids just standing there walking funny and it goes out, you never know.
Well, I want to really compliment the players from Woodmoor, because it's not a very good situation, and the ones that stick with it and are going to see it through and play it out, it says a lot about their character.
Oh, definitely.
Those who stay and write it out, because you'll find out in life that you'll hit some rough patches, and you got to write them out.
Yep, we all know that, eh, buddy?
Hallelujah. Novotny will carry it in after 2 penalties. And that'll put the score at Genoa 21 and Woodmoor nothing. We'll take a timeout and be back here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A Plus Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A Plus, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A Plus Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
All right, to kick this off for the Genoa Comets. 3:59 to go first quarter, 21-0 Genoa. And once again, this is going to be Tate and Rollins. Rollins, look at this. Almost turned the corner for the 3rd straight time. But still a pretty good return out to the 25.
And what does that tell you about these young kids? They want the desire. They want to be able to get out here and do something, and it's nice to see that they're able to do that.
And this is where you, as a coach, you start breaking it down into simple terms. Let's try and get a first down here. Let's try to get a couple of first downs.
Yep.
Let's not worry about the game. Let's worry about this play, and let's worry about this drive. So Evan Hensel back in at quarterback.
Sorry, every once in a while I got to change scoreboards. I've never had to change scoreboards so fast in my entire life.
Look at Novotny on that tackle. His flagger didn't even, well, I guess he did get to the line of scrimmage, but that was all. And you see how important Novotny is to the defense.
And the strong point about Genoa has been their defense and be able to stop any sort of run whatsoever with all of the people they've played so far.
2nd and 10. Hensel with a handoff up the middle. Leaker out to about the 28, a gain of 3.
Or 2.
I got 3.
Okay. Once again, special thanks out to Tom WoJo, Kowski, and WoJo's Heating and Air Conditioning helping us out each and every week. Dan R's Automotive, Gladio Do It Best. Of course, Reliance Rental and Leasing help me get cars that run. I love that. I love when they run.
Let's see if they try to get it to Rollins here on the right side. Oh, going left and going to hit him down. Andrew Bench was the first one to get there.
Well, you said it, Norm. I mean, they're giving away about 60 pounds on the line per, per guy, and it's that makes it real tough to get things done.
Loss of about 6 on the play.
Fourth and a lot.
It's Rollins who is back to punt it away. Got it away. Nice kick. Going to get a good Woodmoor roll inside the 30
Beautiful.
to about the 28-yard line. So that's about a 44-yard punt with no return.
So when you're in this, when do you start? Do you get Plants out of there? You get Caleb out of there. I see Bench up there, and Novotny and them. Do you make this the best first quarter they can play, and then you start worrying about other things?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I think you get through the first quarter. I don't. Matter of fact, I don't think Plants will line up at quarterback the rest of the game. I think you're going to see McGeorge pretty much from here on out. And there's Novotny.
It's 7-8 yards every time he touches the ball.
Yep, out to about the 34. You still have to take care of business. There is no running clock in the first half. If it's a 30-point lead at halftime, then or any time after the half, then you go to the running clock.
Right.
But if you're Paul Patterson, you still want to make sure that you execute. You treat it like it's any other game. McGeorge, complete. 40-45.
Nice play. Nice play. We've already seen it a lot today. Not showing a lot of the, just some out patterns and things like that. And I think you're right about they're just going to try and get some more confidence in for Caleb here.
I think that was Witt on the reception.
First and 10 at the 46.
Hand off. Oh, good penetration on the play by Nate Flagger, number 24. It is a slow developing play. Flagger shot the gap.
Well, number 63 in there too, Mike Bresciak, he got in there too and was able to stop up the rear end there, so he was able to get in there and get the tackle. That was always my job. I always had to make sure they could always get the tackle.
Second and 13. McGeorge under some pressure, gonna throw.
Oh, nice.
And complete. Look at that catch by Nate Lewis.
Nate Lewis, the last 3 weeks, has just been the bread and butter of the Genoa offense. Nate has been able to be at the right place, 2 or 3 touchdowns in the last couple of weeks, and just right place, right time, and he's got sticky hands, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a D1 catch.
Yep.
All right, we're at the end of the first quarter. The score, Genoa 21, Woodmoor nothing, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery in Elmore, Ohio is a proud sponsor of Northwest Ohio Athletics. Our spacious greenhouse area has what you need for your outdoor beautification projects. With great specials and those hard-to-find plants, shrubs, and trees, Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery takes the guesswork out of planning and maintaining your favorite garden and more. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery. Call them today, 419-862-3596. I tell you what, Norm, I love these bands. Boy, they're jamming tonight.
They're doing a nice job tonight.
One of the things, since we've had the Toledo Sports Network, is I love to be able to just let the bands, we record everything at halftime because they never get a chance. You know, they never get a chance to shine. So it's going to be backwards tonight because we're in the visitor stand. So they'll be playing to the other side, but we're still going to let it run for you.
Well, the only thing about being on the visitor side, and people probably don't think about this, your yard markers are on the near side, not the far side.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to watch it with you.
So it makes it a little difficult to see where things are at. But it's third and about a yard here for the Comets. Novotny hit at the line. I'm not sure he got it, Mike.
It's going to be a tight one, but he did have a really good second effort there, and I think that he might have been able to get it.
Seth Drossel, number 60, was the one that hit him head on, and he didn't make it. It's going to be fourth down. How about that?
Fourth and just a little bit.
That's a heck of a play by Drossel. 5'9", 215, a junior.
You obviously go for it at this point.
Well, they will. If you're Genoa, you want to see him stop Novotny again. We haven't seen anybody do it twice in a row. Novotny,
Not that time.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, and he got hit near the first down marker, but kept his legs going, and it went another 2-3 yards.
Well, he got hit before he made that initial plunge into the heaviness, you know what I mean? So he hadn't already exerted all that energy there.
His balance is truly amazing to watch. It's one thing to take those hits on, it's another one to maintain your balance. So first and 10 at the Woodmoor 42 for the Genoa Comets. Play action, McGeorge gonna look deep, down the right side looking for Bench. Got him.
Wow.
Out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And when you've got Bench who's 6'5" and can leap, boy, it takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback because you can just throw it up there, Mike.
Well, there goes your timing again. That's what you were just talking about. Andrew was able to get that timing set up where he got up there before the defensive guy knew what was going on.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. Novotny right behind McGeorge. He gets the pitch. Wow. Found a couple of blocks and gonna almost walk into the end zone. Touchdown. Second touchdown run for Novotny tonight. Whew. Well, when the Hogs up front are kicking them out like that, that makes the job easy.
We said it earlier. I mean, nothing, you know, Woodmore's got a lot of young JV kids in there, and we're talking about the #1 team in state right now. So it kind of makes it crazy.
Went for the extra point. Snap down, kick up, plenty of leg, and it's good. 28-0 Genoa with the lead over Woodmoor. 10:36 to go, second quarter, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
If you're looking for fantastic Italian food along with old world hospitality and family traditions, DiStasio's is your place. Located in Elmore, Ohio, Coach Mike DiStasio and his family have become a fast favorite with pizza, lasagna, and other great old world Italian dishes. Stop out today or call them at 419-862-0404. DiStasio's, 351 Rice Street in Elmore, Ohio. Norm, I know you can't see it in the booth, but we just did the DiStasio's pizza commercial. I just wanted to tell you. That's why I'm happy I'm in the booth or in the truck tonight. And no, we haven't got that pizza yet, so I just so you know. IBEW, UA50, TAS Electronics, some of our great sponsors that help bring this on each and every week, and get guys like Norm Waymer to come out and have some fun.
People like me, right?
You know, they like you and I together. I don't know why. I mean, we're like, you know, we're like a Greek salad dressing. You don't know what's in it, but damn, it tastes good.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot ball. With the kickoff. And we'll see if this stays in bounds. It will, and go into the end zone. For a touchback.
Well, you know, that's the first time Woodmoor hasn't had a chance to bring it back, and they've gotten themselves into some pretty good field position, except for the penalty. And this could be interesting, seeing what they're going to be able to do back at the 20.
Well, I was a Lake High School grad, so I was a public school grad, and you know, I feel for the situation that Woodmoor is in, because as a public school, you can only pull from who's at your school.
Right.
You know, if you have a small class or small in size class, you know, you.
Oh, I'm with you. I mean,
you have to deal with it. Hand off on first down, Flagger. Picked up about 4 to the 24.
and what you're saying there, Norm, is, you know, the private schools and the Catholic schools and whatsoever. I think they just load up, and what you've been able to see is, you know, people like Woodmoor, they're losing some great kids.
2nd and 6. Flagger again. Yard maybe 2 to the 26. Now, I haven't coached football. I coach baseball. I know you've done some coaching though too, and the teams I coached, some of them were okay or pretty good, and then some weren't. And when you're not, that's really when you earn your money as a coaching staff.
Exactly. I totally agree. There's just so many things you can do, and hopefully Woodmoor will be able to do that with this young bunch of kids.
Going to be short of the first down. DJ Melter on that carry. I like that play, though. Kind of stretch things out a little bit, and you know, you go up the middle on one, you go off tackle on another, you do kind of a sweep on the other one, and didn't quite get the first down, but
no, I think they did.
No, they're a yard short. They're going to have to punt this away.
Okay. Elmwood just returned a kick, 86 yards for a touchdown. They're beating Rossford right now, 8-7.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
There's the punt. There's a flag flying. It's going to roll down to about the 41-yard line. Not sure what the flag's about.
Weird spot for it.
Yeah. Coming from the back judge. It's a hold on Genoa. And that will make the coaching staff crazy.
Well, 28-0 there. I get it. I get it.
Well, you want to execute. You know, you don't want any silly. You know, that in that place, that's just a silly penalty.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree.
And that's what will kill you when it comes playoff time.
Things you have to do. You know, Genoa, over the years, the last 4 or 5 years, we've been there and we've gone places, incredible places, and they get to that certain game, you know, and they'd like to be able to hopefully take it to the next level.
But as a coaching staff, I'm sure that's what you're preaching on a night like this.
Sure.
You know, we want to execute. We don't want to commit penalties. We don't want to commit turnovers. Still want to be crisp in what we do. Well, Plant's back in on this drive. He's going to roll to the right. Looking for bench. He's not open, and down he goes. Tyler Lind was the one that ran down Plants. And Plants will pick up about 2 to the 33.
I'm messing with my monitors down here. You know, I have to be an engineer along with trying to do this this Steve Taylor stuff, as I call it.
You might want to be more specific than that. Plants
Oh,
complete
what a
to
pass.
Bradfield on the slant out to the 44-yard line. Gain of 11.
Remember what we talked about early, Norm, in the first quarter, were those little key routes, those little just short routes there, where they're getting these 8 to 12 yards each time.
you're facing a zone, too. That's all about timing.
Yeah, and really Woodmoor, that's really all they can do right now is they can put it in a zone, because if they put any man-to-man coverage in, oh my goodness gracious.
Tight formation on 1st and 10. Here's the pitch. Novotny dragging a tackler across midfield into Woodmoor territory.
I mean, thumbs up for talking about the Genoa, their front line. I mean, they're just horses. And that's what's able to, they're able to push things with that.
Eight yards for Novotny on the carry, and it'll be 2nd and 2. 6:48 and counting to go in the second. 28-0 Genoa. Plants to throw. Gonna look left, gonna look to the corner of the end zone. Throws it up and incomplete.
That's one of the things that Jacob Plants has to work on is with his long ball throws. He hasn't had a lot of success with that this year so far.
I think Bradfield got tangled up a little bit with the defender. It got him off stride, but yeah, I would agree with you on a pass like that. You probably want a little more air under it. And he's got one terrific arm. 3rd down and about 2. Witt in motion. Novotny will get the call behind Witt. Nice block by Witt. 1st down and more. Inside the 40, inside the 35, and down to near the 31-yard line.
He actually reminds me of somebody my freshman year in high school that was a senior, and he scared me when he just walked down the hallway. You know what I mean? There was that guy, and he was that guy. So you just see how he just bowls his way through there.
Well, you don't see fullbacks like this anymore.
Oh, no.
You really don't. I mean, this is out of the Larry Zonka mode, if you want to go back that far.
Wow. That was good stuff back then.
Plants over the middle, got bench. Down to near the 24.
Well, one of the good things that Woodmoor is able to do right now is they've been able to move the ball a little bit here. They're going to really at halftime have to, see what they can do to stop the run right now.
Gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Double handoff. And Bradfield does get the corner this time. Pushed out of bounds at the 10. Gain of 14.
Well, Bradfield's having a really good night tonight. He's going left and right real well, and, he can move like that. I don't think Novotny could go left and right too well, though.
Not with that kind of speed.
No.
That's not his game, though.
No, they give him the ball, and he just knocks people over.
Right.
He has what's known as the Fred Flintstone syndrome.
Which is?
Just big,
Novotny, touchdown. Third touchdown run for Novotny.
Well, I think he ate his Wheaties today, that's for sure.
Carries, 91 yards. 6.5 yards a carry by my count.
That brings the numbers up for him, and that's a good thing for him.
Whip for the extra point. And that's good. So Genoa 35, Woodmoor nothing, 5:09 to go second quarter, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Well, you gotta talk to them. We'll make sure. We'll take care of it.
So Witt to boot it away here for Genoa.
Do we bring in the second string a little bit later here, Norman, the play-by-play in color?
I thought we were the second string.
No, we're the has-beens. That's what we
Or the never will be.
Or the never will be.
Depending on how you look at it. All right, on the return here is Rollins.
There he goes
Look at
again.
Rollins.
Same.
Oh, man. Broke another tackle, Wow. Into Genoa territory at the 45.
Well, he seemed to have been, he's able to find that little leak. And,
he's a terrific athlete.
Certainly is.
He is somebody that could play for anybody. Datelin Rollins, 6'3", 170-pound senior. Boy, I thought he was, I kept thinking he was running into traffic, and then he kept getting by the tacklers.
Well, you know what? That's that ability to just see ahead of yourself, and that's definitely something he's got.
Boy, you'd like to try to get the ball in his hands somehow.
Sure.
Hensel, the quarterback. And there you go, Rollins. Going to pick up about 3 to the 42. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Rollins. That's number 3, Melter.
I have
DJ Melter. And they'll mark it at the 43, so it'll be second down and 8.
There's some.
Yep, that's Flagger again. He'll get 2 to the 41. It will set up a 3rd and 6.
I'm playing with the volume controls here, Norm, so don't think I'm being crazy. I'm trying to do color and do everything all at once here, but little by little it's coming through there. I think it's a little bit better now for. I know Robert's listening to us right now, and do you know he had 4 hole-in-ones this summer?
I heard something about that
There's
from you.
a nice article in the press about Robert Robinson, and see, and then he dings.
3rd and 6. Here comes the blitz.
Oh, he got
incomplete. Just no time. No time to get the football out of there.
I just had somebody text me that today is National Michael Day. Just so you know that. So.
And for that you get a nickel, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Shiny and new.
Mm-hmm. You've read my post on. I love that song because I was crazy about a girl back then. So, and her name was Cindy.
Which differs from
fake
punch.
And they got it.
No, he's going to be short.
Is he? See that? I can't see. I'm guessing down here.
He had to get to the 35 and got to the 36.
You know, though, at that point it was probably a good idea because, you know, depending on how your punter is, you're in that kind of that stowaway zone. You know, what do you do?
Well, I don't think it's going to cost you the game.
No.
Oh, you work on it. You give it a shot.
Yep.
You got nothing to lose tonight. And it was pretty well executed too.
Yeah, they were just a yard short.
And not everybody is good. They're going to play is going to be as good as Genoa. Round the right side, 40-45, and out of bounds goes Ray Gomez.
Gomez is another one of the young and bright and upcoming guys that are doing so well in that running back position for Genoa Comets, where you kind of get your eyes set on Novotny, or you get on some of the other guys. And all of a sudden, Gomez comes in and winds up getting a score out of it.
I think you're going to see more second stringers come in here as we go along. And Gomez will going to get the call again. Inside the 45, down near the 41.
Gomez is one of the wrestlers that is playing that has really done a lot with the wrestling team, and congratulations out to him. 2nd and 5. Norm, how's the wrestling going, buddy?
Going good. Going well.
I miss it. I died, don't you know? I couldn't do your wrestling anymore because I died.
Heard something about that, yeah. Novotny. I wasn't there that night, but you got it on tape, so.
No, I deleted it.
Oh, you did, really?
Yes, I did. I watched it once, and I just said, I can't watch that ever again. I can't put my family through that. No, we had to get rid of it. So, and I needed the hard drive space to do your wrestling show. That was the excuse. Yeah, that's you just had one about a week ago, right?
We did this past Sunday. Very good crowd.
You know what? They're so loyal. Oh.
Novotny again.
And he's like cutting butter.
It's going to be another first down, a gain of 12. That puts him over 100 yards rushing at 108 on 16 carries. Well, we were fortunate enough in the Power Bomb Wrestling to do an event with Matthews Ford in Oregon, and Matthews Ford gave that away for free to the fans, and that gave us a number of new eyeballs.
Sure. And you got Oregon eyeballs that time. Look at that.
Yeah, that's Gomez.
I'm telling you, that kid is incredible. We had a term for that back in high school, missile butt. George Rodriguez, I'll never forget him. You couldn't stop him. We called him missile butt. And that's Gomez. Oh, the poor guy. They're going to talk about this because actually people do watch these games.
I know, that's another one I'm not going to touch. 1st and 10 at the 14. And I believe that's Gomez again. It is. Down near the 10.
Surveying the situation there, and it was going to come back the other way. Woodmoor did a really good job of stifling in that and shutting it down.
Gain of 3. Oh, yeah, there were kids with speed at my school, and everybody knew I wasn't one of them.
Norm, I got to agree with you.
Gomez.
There he goes.
And the end zone touchdown. 11-yard run.
And that was all Gomez. He actually found exactly where he needed to go, and he got to the right places, and when the blocks were there, he took it and did it real well.
33.5 seconds to go in the half.
I got to tell you, this is probably one of the highest scoring games that I've been a part of in 10 years that we've been doing this.
Witt for the extra point. And it is good. 33.5 to go in the half. Genoa 42, Woodmore nothing, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284. 42-0. Genoa on top of Woodmoor. Norm Waymer, Mike Jameson. Special thanks going out to Gem Industries, Genoa Bank, Moes Place helping us out with our Rossford games, Heban, Somner, and Murphree with our Rossford games. And of course, we cannot forget Danar's Automotive. They have been so good to us. Norm Waymer, your thoughts, 42-0, kind of what we expected tonight.
Yeah, it's and we've kind of explained as we've gone along here about what's happening tonight. I see one of my old former 13 colleagues, Phil Antry, here tonight.
Oh,
his son is number 68 for Genoa.
Fantastic!
That's taken inside the 10-yard line by Rollins.
Look at him go. Well, not that time.
Well, he's not down till he's down. He's out across the 25.
Well, you know, like you said, he's so tall, and he's he's like a smooth operator. He's a Chardet. He's a smooth operator, you know. It doesn't look like he's going fast, but he's able to get where he needs to be and make it all happen.
Wow, were you watching Big Bang Theory
I'm telling
last night?
you, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Dave Truman just texted us and wants to know what time the round table is on Channel 24.
That would be Saturday nights at 11 o'clock.
Yes, it is. You've never had me on any. I mean, you always had me behind the scenes, but
right before Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that's prime. You know, I now have a good friend, and she may actually be listening. Her name is Janelle Lenfert. She's in L.A. right now, and she's going to be doing some stuff on Saturday Night Live. She's the funniest woman I've ever met in my life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really cool person. If you ever watch that Fail Army on the TBD network. And they have all of the stuff. She's the host of it on Fail Army, and she's the funny, and I'm so proud of her. And she's going to do some voiceover work for us. She does a lot of voiceover work for animation and for for video games and everything. And she's just funny as heck. So, Janelle, I hope you're listening, and congratulations.
That was an 8-yard gain by Tyler Lynn, but it's going to be the final play of the first half. So at halftime, Genoa 42, Woodmore nothing. We'll take timeout and be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
A rewarding career begins with an apprenticeship in the piping industry. Our state-of-the-art training facility, combined with on-the-job training side by side with a journeyman, delivers the experience needed to become a professional plumber, steam fitter, or HVAC service mechanic. Avoid costly tuitions and student loans. Earn a competitive wage and college credit in an exciting trade. We are the Northwest Ohio piping industry, building the future through dedication, knowledge, and expertise.
Hey, Norm, you there?
Yes, sir.
Turn the microphones outwards so they can hear the bands, and we'll just let it roll for the bands.
All righty-dighty.
too high, we'll need to watch out for the proverbial wipeout.
Welcome to our homecoming halftime performance. Tonight you will notice that our Woodmoor band students are setting up large painted panels. These are used in our contest performances as part of our theme for the World of Warcraft. We hope that you have enjoyed seeing our band develop in our skills for this complex contest show. Our students have been putting in a lot of time and work in order to improve. The Wildcats Marching Band is led by Field Commander Kirsten Sargent. We start with the opening part of our contest show, Gates of the Black Temple, and the Burning Legion main title. Our next tune reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. Recorded and released in the early 1990s, this song is credited as popularizing the grunge rock sound associated with Generation X and bringing fame to the band Nirvana. Here is Smells Like Teen Spirit. Closing our halftime performance this evening, we will return to the world of Warcraft, featuring trumpet soloist Daniel Giesler. This arrangement includes Mountains of Thunder and Wrath of the Lich King. We would like to thank Mr. Edwards and the Genoa High School band for your performance this evening and hope that you have a successful school year. Our next contest performance will be Saturday, October 13th at Hopley High School, 5:15 p.m. For Director Ken Emeron, Flag Corps Advisor Rachel Thieler, our Woodmoor Local Schools Administration and Board of Education, we would like to thank our community for your support at all Woodmoor events. Now put your hands together for the Woodmoor fight song. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the game.
2:40 on the clock.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm back. So nice when everything works down here and you get to go and talk to your sponsors and they're all happy. And Bench's greenhouse is going to help me with putting a tree in at my house, maybe. I'm excited about that.
Well, that'd be nice.
Well, you know, you've been in my studio and it gets to be 390 degrees in there because we get the direct west sun.
Oh, yeah.
It's ugly. It's ugly. So we're gonna hopefully get that done here before it gets too cold on Let's Fix Her Up.
Well, I used to have 2 trees in front of my house. One was an ash tree, so the ash borer got that one, and then Thunderstorm got the other one.
Ouch.
So now I get the sun setting in the front of the house.
Oh.
And it just heats it up.
Yeah, that's
fast.
Yep. Believe me, man, I know. It's, I mean, there's no way to, you have to block it. There's just no way to do anything else but that, you know?
And if I put a tree, that means more leaves I got to pick up.
I'll listen to you. That's what you get one of the neighbor kids to do it. You give them $20 and say, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't all fall at the same time.
That's true. Well, you just put them on a retainer.
Yeah, that's right. With what?
This is true. That's right. You're in media. I'm sorry. You're like me.
Phil was telling me all kinds of horror stories from 13.
I would say that would be an interesting talk.
He's like, dude, you so got out at the right time. Well, because they're trying to automate everything.
Yep. Remember, we're live, so you know. We're live and in color here at Woodmoor. And guess what's right in front of me now, Norm?
Well, we can come back if you want to.
Yeah, I can go to commercial. That'd be a good thing. We'll go to commercial and we'll be right back.
We got 25 seconds on the clock.
Oh, well then I don't think. Are they going to go to 3 minutes? Are they going to add 3? Or
they already did.
Okay, we're done. We'll just stay here.
All right, back we are at Toledo Sports Network. Norm Waver along with Mike Jamieson, and we are getting ready for the third quarter here at Woodmoor with Genoa, the 42-0 lead over the Woodmoor Wildcats. Genoa 6-0, Woodmoor 0-6 on the season, and the old saying, you can't tell the players without a scorecard, will probably hold true here in the second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, Normie, it's everything we thought it was going to be, where, Novotny has just had an incredible night and over 100 yards rushing already.
I imagine we're gonna see a lot of people we don't normally see here in the second half.
And we've got a running clock, too.
That we do. When it's over 30-point lead, well, 30 or over, there's a running clock. It will stop at change of possessions.
Robert Robinson just texted us. And by the way, if you want to text us and say hi, our number here is 419-514-1302. Don't let Robert have all the fun. He said it's Butch and Sunday, and it's right again.
All right, on the kickoff, this time, Rollins didn't have a lot of room to roam as he caught it on a bounce. That's one where he needs to catch that in the air and be on the run when he catches it.
Well, and you're right about that, but it also comes down to the fact you're hearing footsteps, you know. And
well, therein lies the fun of returning kicks.
Always a different breed. The kicker, the punt returners, you know, they always did things that other guys just didn't do.
I still see Plants and Bench and Bradfield and that out there on defense. So
I think you'll see them for a little while, but
first down, Woodmoor at their own 21. Flagger and a carry, and he's out across the 25 to the 26. Nice 5-yard gain on first down.
And, you know, Norm, you talked about it. You know, this is when you just start working on things for upcoming contests, you know, and playing what you want and just say at this point now, we're just not going to let them score anymore.
We'll see if, well, 2nd and 5 here for Woodmoor.
Look at this.
That's Flagger again. That time only about a yard. And Woodmoor has not gotten a first down yet in this game. And for those who just joined us as well, their starting quarterback is out, top 2 running backs, an offensive lineman gone with injuries and one leaving the team. There's a throw. And it's picked off. Yep, picked off, and it's going to go back the other way. He did get in. I think he did. Touchdown. Sam Witt on the interception.
And, you know, he's been playing, him and Plants both. You know, they play off to tease him into throwing it, and then look what happens.
Well, yeah, when you're not able to stretch the field, then you can't keep the defenders honest. And I think I've said that in other games. I hate the 3-yard out pattern. It takes too long to get there.
Yeah.
And if you complete it, it's 3 yards. If you don't, it could be 6 the other way.
And it also comes down to just how strong of a quarterback you have, too.
Kick is good, so the Genoa lead now 49-0, 10:09 to go in the third, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Blackberry Corner on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road is a proud sponsor of Genoa football and has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack.
Winning number is 539.
And went to kick off.
Wow, you score the touchdown, then you kick. That's the life.
That's the way it works. No, I was talking to the AD, Steve Barr, earlier today, and he used to be one of the sports information directors down at Bowling Green. So we go back a little ways. And, you know, at the end of the day, still, in a game like this, you know, the parents want to see their kids play.
Definitely. Totally agree.
And like I said, the ones that tough this out, they're going to be better people for it. Look at Rollins. Look at Rollins
again.
Down the sidelines. And puts Woodmoor in very good field position.
One thing, Norm, in this game, if you haven't noticed, hardly any flags tonight. How many? We had 2, maybe 3?
Yeah, not too many. I think I got 4, but 2 of them were on the same extra point.
Right.
But you know, as a coach, you want to get maximum out of your kids.
Sure.
Whatever maximum is. The wins and losses really truly don't matter as much as you getting maximum out of the kids. They're giving maximum effort. That is all you can ask for. And there's a 3-yard gain on first down. Flagger, the ball carrier.
Flagger's been the one that's been able, he's been the horse and been able to make things happen here for Woodmoor. Well, at 49, if you want to say things happen, it's, you know, they just haven't been able to move the ball on this defense.
And we mentioned the size difference between the 2 lines.
It's incredible just looking at it.
Flagger again to midfield.
Special thanks to IBEW Local 8, the pipe fitters, and UA 50. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have Robert Lynn from the UA50 on our radio show tomorrow at Heather Downs from 8 to 10 on 106.5, and kind of excited to have him on talking about all the great jobs that are there for people right now.
Yeah, good people.
Oh, there you go.
There is the first down. DJ Melter, the ball carrier, needed 5 and got 8.
And he would have gotten more if he wouldn't have fallen down. He lost his footing.
Hey, you'll take the first down. Had both arms around the football. Nice run.
Make sure I get this score right. I had it as 48-0. It's 49.
There's Melter again, inside the 40 to the 39. Pickup of about 3. Yeah, it is 49.
All righty.
Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's kind of hard to do all this. Norm, I got too much to do.
Well, we see there's a lot of new clean uniforms in on defense for Genoa. Try to get you some of those names when we can. This is Flagger again to the 35.
I'd like to see a score here, unless you're Genoa, obviously. You know, the boys are in, and they don't want that score to happen, but it would be nice to see a.
Well, I see Jacob Stahl in at free safety. Cotton Stewart, a freshman, into the game at linebacker. Landon Leitart, another freshman linebacker. Now to throw. Oh, nice arm. Look at, got a man. That's
surprise.
Rollins for a touchdown.
There's your guy.
34 yards, Evan Hensel to Tayton Rollins.
On cue too, you know, you want to see him be able to score, and it's just the amount of, okay, we got the monkey off our back here now, and wow.
Boy, and Hensel's got a nice arm.
That was a perfect throw, and he was wide open.
I didn't know he had that kind of arm strength. And that's what you got to, even in these situations, what you got to do. You got to take some shots. This is Behringer for the extra point out of the hold of Rollins. It's got the distance, and it's good. So Woodmoor on the scoreboard. Genoa still at the lead, 49-7. We have 6:10 to go in the third, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
WoJo's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Quality comfort you can count on since 1967. They're a proud sponsor of Genoa High School sports and can help you with all your heating, air conditioning, and plumbing needs. Give them a call today at 419-693-3220. Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide Lime and Hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com.
All right, back we are on the Toledo Sports Network. That was such a big play for Evan Hensel. He's a sophomore. This is his first varsity game. He has to play the #1 team in the state. And you just need something good to happen.
Right. And it was a well-designed play because, he wound up just wide open, and, he put it right on the numbers. Just what he needed to do.
Well, with the second string, they match up a little better. He got a little time to throw and cut it loose.
Yep.
And I would imagine, his second string matches up pretty well with quite a few other teams in this conference.
Yep. Little squib.
It's a free ball.
Yep.
And Woodmoor got it. It's a little early to say, do you believe in miracles?
Oh, I know. I know. And with the running clock, has the clock stopped now, Norm, or is the clock running?
Changes possession.
Add a possession. Okay,
So a change of possession, it will stop.
Gotcha.
And if it would happen to get down under 30, then we would cease to have the running clock. Well, right now the lead's at 42, so Woodmoor would need 2 touchdowns to stop the running clock. It's a handoff to Flagger. And he'll pick up about 4 to the 35. You know, at the start of the game, too, Mike, we saw with Hensel in his center, and they had problems with the snap, and there was a couple of fumbles, and now the exchanges have been clean. Running game starting to pick up a little bit. And got to run to the outside this time. Melter.
Nothing there.
Nope.
Nothing.
Shut that down pretty well. 53, Ryan Schaefer, sophomore, was the one who made the tackle.
Came from all the way over on the other side, too. Real nice move. I just get sore watching these kids play, Norm. Oh, no, I'm just sore all the time. Never mind.
They're down at about 4. Melter with a handoff, and that's going to be short of the first.
Oh, okay.
I think that was Melter on a carry. It's going to be 4th and 2. I'm sure they're going to go for it, being at the 32-yard line.
They've been able to move the ball a little bit here now, and, you know, maybe.
Well, now you feel like you can do a couple of things here. Handoff, Melter, cut it back in, got the first down.
Yep.
That was designed to go to the outside and go off tackle, and somebody had made good penetration to force that play back to the inside, and then Melter found a little running room.
And once again, it's like that's a patience call. You know, and he waited and he waited and he saw where he's and everything clogged up, and he was able to make everything happen the other way.
Well, this is good for these freshman and sophomore players for Genoa to get reps.
Yep.
And now's their chance to impress. Handoff up the middle. Nice game by Flagger inside the 20. And close to another first down.
Flagger is still varsity, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
He is a junior. Listed at 5'11", 230. I'm not sure he's quite that big.
He weighs more than I do, Norm.
Either that or Novotny's a little it's undersold. I think Novotny's a little bigger than he is.
Somebody's fibbing,
This
right?
is Melter. Down to about the 13 or 12. It's another first down.
Now you're saying some of the big boys starting to come in now, too. Elmwood's still on top of Rossford right now, 14-7.
Here comes a run blitz. This is Melter. Yeah, it looks like a 2 to the 11. He's second at about 8. Boy, if they play action here, they're going to get one-on-one.
That's what happened on that pass play, too. Yeah, right.
It's been a lot of run blitzes here. Handoff again, up the middle. Let's see where they mark it. about the 4-yard line. So that should mean third and about a yard. That Flagger's really starting to pile up some yardage here.
Yeah, he is. He's able to find the holes, and that's a good thing.
This is Melter.
There he is.
Touchdown.
That's a 4-yard touchdown run for Melter.
But this is, Norm, this is the way everything normally goes. And now you're going to see Genoa just hold on to the ball. And
so 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter for Woodmoor.
Andrew Barron's going to take the rounds to hold.
One was a nice drive. This one started with the recovered kick. And that extra point good by Andrew Behringer. 44.2 seconds to go in the third. 49-14, Genoa leading Woodmoor on the Toledo Sports Network.
Tires play an important role in your vehicle's handling, comfort, and fuel efficiency. So when it comes to maintaining them, you need a name you can trust. At Dan Ars Automotive, our expert staff will help you find the perfect tires to keep your vehicle at peak performance. We have a huge selection of top brand tires for you to choose from. Having issues with your tires? We'll diagnose the problem and get you back on the road. Visit Dan Ars Automotive today for tires from a name you can trust.
So Woodmoor to kick off. Behringer, I imagine he'll squib it like he did last time.
Worked.
There you get another one. This time, the Comet's able to pick it up and get a little bit of a return back to the 40.
I think you're going to see the Comets keep the ball on the ground and just manipulate the next 8 minutes of football.
Yeah, we have 35.7 seconds to go in this third quarter. So I imagine this very well could be the last play of the quarter.
Been a wonderful night. It would have been much nicer if we'd have had a DeStasio's pizza tonight. I got to tell you, Mike DeStasio is one of my dearest friends now. They had so much pizza going out for this game. It's incredible.
Boy, Ray Gomez racked up behind the line of scrimmage. Lost a couple. And you can see the enthusiasm pick up on the Woodmoor side.
Certainly, of course.
All right, we are at the end of 3 quarters. Genoa 49 at Woodmoor 14. We'll be back for the fourth quarter on the Toledo Sports Network.
At Maumee Bay Turf Center, we're on your team, providing quality stadium surfaces for area high school stadiums and the preferred product of the NFL and supplier to the last 4 Super Bowls and the NFL Hall of Fame. Your sports field construction specialist and a proud sponsor of high school sports in Northwestern Ohio.
All right, getting ready for the fourth quarter. Norm Waymer, Mike Jamison here on the Toledo Sports Network.
That's scary when you put our 2 names together. Everybody thinks you are me and I am you. You know, we sound so much alike, I guess. I don't know. That's scary.
Too bad for you, I guess.
Well, I don't know.
So Genoa will have a 2nd and 12. Their own 38-yard line.
22
New quarterback, new running back. Charlie Cutler, the ball carrier.
Looking at about 3rd and 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. Quarterback is number 14, Devin D'Amelio. And he will throw. Looking, and incomplete. He was looking for Landon Latart. Landon Latart. He is a freshman. I need more spaces on my score sheet. Devin D'Amelio, a sophomore.
Never know, Norm. We could get that other touchdown right here.
Well, the clock continues to run. Nice kick.
Oh, wow.
Going to be taken at the 15 by Tyler Lind and out of bounds near the 25. Clock will stop at 10:18 to go in the game. Well, we'll see if the young defenders from Genoa can stop them on this drive.
Well, you've been able to see a lot of things happen here with Woodmoor in the second half and be able to at least move the ball, get some scoring done, and show that the young and upcomings here at Woodmoor, they're going to be somebody to deal with here in the next year or so.
Emiliano Reyes is into the game. Number 71. I see number 64. I do not have a 64 on Genoa's roster.
When I'm 60. How'd I get that in there? That's why they don't let me do color too often.
Not sure if we had a fumble. I think we did.
Yes,
Genoa's
you
got
did.
it. Well, just when things were going well for Woodmoor.
As Don Knotts or Don Adams would say, missed it by that much. Sorry.
Yeah, you should be for that one.
I didn't want to go Boris and Nastasha, political.
Or
thing.
Boris and Natasha.
Or not, yeah, that's it.
Boris and Nastasia are something totally different, I think. So now back to throw D'Amelio. Nobody there, going to roll to the left. Looking, no
smart.
receiver came over that way. So he has no choice but to run it, and down he goes.
I think he was smart, and he just decided, I'm just going to stay with it, and I'm going to fall down here.
9 minutes to go. Gain of about 5.
Those Genoa coaches, they're a handful, aren't they?
Well, like I say, a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 from the 24. And here's a pitch, and nowhere to run. That's number 22, Charlie Cutler.
Yeah, that's one of those things where somebody missed an assignment there, and not good.
Well, I'm impressed the way these Wildcats have hung in there.
Oh, most definitely.
And, you think that they played for 3 quarters against mostly the first teamers, and they're still fresh enough with a lot of players going both ways to to play this well here in the fourth quarter.
I agree.
D'Amelio under pressure. Can't find anybody open, going to have to go out of bounds. Good coverage by the secondary.
And you know what? They wanted D'Amelio to throw for all three of these downs. And the secondary did just a phenomenal job for Woodmoor.
Yeah, just nobody open. So now fourth down, there's about 16 to go. They're not going to kick at this point. Down to 7 minutes on the game clock. 49-14 Genoa.
Up. Oh, double.
Yeah, I lost the ball.
I did too. I was.
But not much gain. It's going to be well short of the first down. It ended up being Gus Traynor, number 4, a freshman, to carry the ball. Picked up about 2. But it'll go over on downs. The clock will stop with 6:46 to go. Woodmoor going to take a timeout, so they're going to talk it over. And probably a good time to give a shout to the sponsors.
Definitely. All our great sponsors, they've helped us out each and every week. Thank you very much. Reliance Rental and Leasing. Gladio Do It Best. Dan-R's Automotive. Keep my cars running. I got to love them for that. TAS Electronics. WoJo's Heating and Air Conditioning. Of course, Genoa Bank. IBEW Local 8. UA 50. And, they're the ones that really, really say, you know what, we're going to help you no matter what. And we thank them for that. Brad Morrison and Maumee Bay Turf putting in these wonderful football fields all across the area. And they'll actually be putting in the new field at Rossford for next year's football game. So looking forward to that.
I go back with Brad Morrison farther than either one of us probably want to admit.
Oh, wow. He's been around quite a while.
Say hi to him the next time you see him.
I will. I talk to him on a weekly basis, and a great guy.
Absolutely. So number 7 is in the quarterback for Woodmoor. And that would be, let's see here, Blake Omroth. He's a freshman.
Wow.
Christian Shope, number 4, the ball carrier. He's a sophomore. Handoff this time to Ashton Schneider, also a freshman. And he's up over the 40 to 41, a gain of 5.
Ashton Schneider, ball carrier for the Wildcats, to the 41. That's a gain of 5.
So everybody's going to get into the action over on the Woodmoor side.
Norm, you think we could dress up and I go play a little? No, it wouldn't.
Not for me.
Them days are over. I can talk a line of crap, but there's no way. Look at that.
Schneider, enough for the first down.
Tackle made by Justin Bartlett. That's a gain of 5. Ball is spotted at the 46, and that's good for another Wildcat first down.
Boy, I tell you what, you got to like how hard these kids are working.
Oh, no, most definitely. They're so excited to be able to get the chance to play. And
Schneider got stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, it's a beautiful night for football, Norm. And, I'm sitting out here. I don't have a heater on. I don't have an air conditioner on. Got the doors open. There's no bugs. It's just a beautiful night for football.
We're going to go from the 50s back to the 80s.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that
and
way,
then
isn't
back to the 50s by next weekend, it looks like. Handoff Schneider again. Got a couple, but that's about all.
Yep. Well, next week we'll have the big Genoa Rossford matchup, and it's going to be an interesting night. We're only going to do the one game, obviously. I don't know. We may wind up doing Lake Otsego also that night. I gotta see where we're at.
That would be a good game.
Yeah, I think it might be. We'll see where we're at. We got Jeff Norwalk coming back. Jeff used to do a lot of stuff with us the first couple of years with Rick Waldron, who passed away, and wanted to come out and do a game.
We roll out Almroth. Couldn't find anybody.
He got hit.
He did.
Looking it over now.
Picked up a couple.
Of course, people are listening now. You've got your roundtable show. It airs at 11 o'clock, NBC 24, Saturday nights. And then wrestling coming on, what, is it 2 o'clock or 2:30?
It's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
But also on YouTube and Fight.tv.
You're all over the place.
Tried to. Almroth going to throw it. Snyder couldn't hang on.
That's 4th down, buddy.
Yeah, I'll turn the box over. Got 2:51 to go in the game.
Running clock, I'm going to assume. We got about 3 plays here, right?
Well, depends how quick they are. Depends if they want to run the clock out or they want to try and score one more time.
Well,
I guarantee you the kids that are in the game want to
they
score
wanna
one more
score,
time.
Yeah, I agree.
And why not? Marty Perkins is wide to the right here. Everybody else is tight. There's a handoff.
Ooh. See, that's a flag. Man, that's that.
I didn't call one.
I know, but I mean, the way, you watch the NFL and they talk about hitting the heads and everything, that was a head blocker right there.
Do not have a 15 on this roster.
A couple of the parents getting a little...
So if that's your son, it's not my fault.
Yeah, you got to make sure you say everybody's name, because there's a lot of new ones in here. And oh, beautiful. Oh.
That's Cutler.
Well, he went up the middle. Really, really nice. Well planned out play right there.
First and 10 for the Comets at the 37.
We're down to 1:30 to go in the game. Unless they put it in the air, they're going to run this clock out.
Nice.
I also do not have a 35. Let's see, that was 25. That I have. That's Justin Barledge. He is a freshman.
We got our radio show tomorrow, 106.5. We're at Heather Downs Country Club from 8 till 10 o'clock. Steve Taylor coming on at 11 o'clock, and Nate's on after that. And actually got a couple of people listening to us every once in a while. Don't understand it, but I wonder why.
Well, there are people that can't get up and turn the radio station.
This is true. It's part of their snooze button, and they haven't figured out a way to hit that thing hard enough to shut it off. Got to listen to these idiots on Saturday mornings. We're actually the official radio station for a grocery store in Delta. So we are. I mean, I'm not lying, Norm. We're called the grocery store guys.
I have no comment whatsoever. We are done here at Woodmoor. So any final thoughts before we
Well, it just goes back to what we've been saying the whole game, and Norm, you were very eloquent in talking about the fact that you had a lot of young kids on Woodmore's side that had to step up tonight, and they had to put together stuff that they didn't know if they were going to be able to do it or not. And even though the score is 49-14, Woodmoor had some wonderful plays, and they were able to move the ball and do some things. And I just think they were overwhelmed from the fact of, Genoa's a big, big squad.
Yeah, and when the second team defense came in, then Woodmoor really started moving the football. And you have some good things that they did in the second half that you can build on. For Genoa, took care of business, 7-0. They'll remain number 1 in the state in Division 5.
Well, I think the one thing that Genoa's got to take out of this is, number one, that they're going to be able to count on some people. You know, Plants didn't play much quarterback at all tonight, and it worked out real well for them. Well, they've already shut us off, Norm, so I think we're done.
All right. Final score, 49-14. Genoa with the win over Woodmoor. We'll see you next time on the Toledo Sports Network.